ain't gonna expose. I'm not like that. I'm not a snitch. Virginity. It's a hush topic. Yeah.
They love me.
Let's see if your parents raised you.
It's deeper than the physical.
What up, fam? Welcome back to the Juxtaposition, everyone. Gucci. Come on, you're live.
All right. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How
Fix
you
your
guys
posture,
doing?
remember, fix your posture.
And you put your shoulders
Yeah.
down, shoulder blades back.
Yeah.
We're back. We're ready.
Yeah.
How you guys doing? Ekara.
Anti-saying.
Ekale.
Bernice doesn't like when I do anti-saying because I don't know what.
It just sounds.
I mean,
it
guys, we
doesn't
can
sound
just
right.
tell you what happened because, you know,
Yeah.
the audio wasn't
mood-
recording and things happen like that.
We did
you know?
6 minutes.
6 minutes of recording and it wasn't
With nothing.
recorded. Okay.
That's the worst feeling ever.
So we're going to do.
Lucky it wasn't like 20 minutes recording, so it is what it
Anyways,
is.
we're gonna try
rewind.
this again for the second time.
It's okay. It still has some.
No, because you know when you start something, you go strong, and then you have to start again. It's like you lose all the motivation. But we're gonna try this again. So we're gonna talk about what's the word on the street.
What's the word on the streets?
Streets with a what?
With a K.
So we're gonna talk. What did I talk about first?
The girl
Avari?
spelling bee. Girl,
Come on.
She ain't reading her notes.
Girl, come on, man.
Wake up.
Wake up, sis.
Sis, wake up.
Guinness.
That's not what I started with.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about a lovely young girl. I think she's 13 or 14, one of the two. But she's a young girl, and she has 3 Guinness World Records, and she just won the script spelling bee. Once again, she's a young.
Remember, she holds the
black
Guinness.
girl.
Remember, she holds the Guinness for basketball
Yeah,
too.
she's a basketball girl
To
too. So she
dribble
got the IQ for basketball,
Come on,
and she's
man.
intelligent
She's
too.
sick
Come
in
on,
ball.
sis.
Black
She's
woman,
sick.
black woman.
Sick. She's well-rounded.
Yes.
But congratulations to
Yes.
Zalia Avant-Garde or Guard, one of the two.
Yeah.
But congratulations to
Well,
you.
you said you, as a kid, you wanted to do spelling bees. And
Oh,
stuff
now
like
you're
that.
reminding me.
I mean, he helping you out. You're not
God,
taking
come on, man.
it.
Guys, remember we just had that segment. And
I'm trying to recreate the segment.
it's not happening. But
Nah, it's not.
but yeah, I always wanted
They
to.
trying to play me.
Let's see. You're so lucky.
See? God's plan.
We're gonna tell Nana to spell one word for us,
No,
okay?
it wasn't
ready.
that.
Are you ready?
Huh?
For the word?
Listen, the
Nana,
people
just do it.
Give him another word.
Information.
Okay, give me a word. Give me a word.
Information.
You're really gonna give you information? INFORMATION. Information.
And the last time he was saying, I can't do it.
No, I was
I
saying
have nothing to prove.
No, I have nothing to prove. I
So
can
spell it, then you have nothing to prove.
Information.
Come on,
Okay,
man.
that's well done. There you
So
go.
onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia. ONOMATOPEIA.
Nope. Sorry. ONOMATOPOEIA. INDEPENDE. Do you know what that means?
What is it?
Independent.
And yes.
Boozy and Webby.
Anyways, let's come back to what we're talking about.
Oh yes, I have a story. Close your mouth because you're about to talk.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I was about to do a assignment, and then I seen an article. Why am I stuttering? I seen an article. How CEO in Collingwood. I forgot the name of the company, but it's like an engineering, like a high job. And he gives 20,000 out to his employees to buy their first home, and I just thought that was very inspiring. Like I haven't seen or heard something like that before in my life. Like I seen a lot of people like testimony. They're saying, "Oh, they're trying to dig themselves out of like a hole," you know. And then when this incentive came, like you know, they got blessed. So that's something I aspire to do one day. I can give these guys 20
Whoa,
Gs.
that was a little rough.
I can give these guys 20 Gs. You know.
Hope so. By the grace of God.
Yeah, one day we will be able to bless others.
Or something.
Yeah, but don't you guys think that's cool?
That's
Yes.
amazing.
I mean, if we had, we could.
I know. Don't
Maybe-
worry.
Maybe God will bless us.
God
You
will
never
bless
know.
it. As long as people keep sharing this content
And subscribing
and liking,
and commenting.
then we
You know
can
what?
possibly get there.
Talking from integrity in our podcast last week, I'm just coming to a point where it's okay if 30 people watch. It's okay.
Honestly,
Core
what
people
I
build the core.
I think the most important thing is that people actually take something from what we're saying. Like even if it's just a little snippet or they kind of get their minds going, that's important to me. So if it's just one person listening, 30 people, then that's cool.
Yeah, that's soft.
You know,
man.
that's the
Soft
most
team.
thing that and it matters.
I mean, we did get a shout out this week
oh yeah,
on Twitter.
Yeah, that was my cousin.
And that was his cousin. And still, it don't matter though.
Don't matter.
It still don't matter.
What did he say?
He said, I just listened to the latest podcast this morning. It was very profound. Sometimes being true to ourselves is actually destroying our souls. We are sinners by nature. I appreciate the vulnerability and honesty. And you know what? Even if it's the cousin, somebody's taking something in and using it, you know, and probably speaking it to other people, you know, too. So, you know, we got some people listening and taking something in.
exactly.
You dig?
All right, last thing on what's the word on the streets? We're talking about the Tokyo Olympics. A lot, you know, there's a lot of things going on with the Tokyo Olympics. Like,
And it's called 2020, Tokyo 2020. Like we're in 2021.
oh, they
These guys are
calling it
whack.
Tokyo 2020?
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's supposed to happen.
Well,
last
we don't
year.
want to call it 2020.
But you
That's
know,
some
for
bad
history,
vibes on
right?
it.
2021.
Anyways, but yeah, a lot of controversy happening with the Tokyo Olympics. So this one is about the female swimmers and their caps, and that there's a female brand or black-owned business. Basically, they designed a cap for women.
Yeah, it's called soul caps.
Yes, black women, because obviously natural hair, it ain't gonna fit in those caps that are made for Caucasian women. And obviously we're not saying anything bad about Caucasian women. We're just saying
We have
everybody
different
has
hair.
different hair. So we're
Yeah.
trying to, you know, but it's lacking diversity. Okay, how are you gonna reject something that's helping your athletes?
That's true.
That's crazy.
And they made it there, so, you know, accommodate them and
Yeah, like,
what can make, I guess.
I swear the
that
Olympics is
easier,
all
so.
about diversity anyways. So how are you
Exactly.
gonna
They should be the
reject
most
something that's
diverse.
helping your athletes perform to the best of their abilities?
They're whack.
They're limiting. They need to keep their certain.
Yeah, it's
restrictions.
ridiculous, but
just-
sorry, go.
Sorry, I'm saying is the cap gonna make you like give you more
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
power?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They think that there's something wrong. You can test it before they give it to the athletes. And there's another thing I was gonna say because Sha'Carri Richardson update. She ain't gonna be in the Olympics.
I'm laughing at her. I'm just
The way I said it,
Yeah.
you know? She ain't gonna be. But yeah, she's not gonna be in the Olympics. And there's another athlete. I forgot who said this on Twitter, but she says there's a lot of boycotting, right? And she's like, there's a lot of athletes that have worked extremely hard to get to this position.
Yeah.
And so if you're saying you're not going to tune into Olympics, it kind of defeats the purpose of those people who are performing their hardest, trying to get to this place. So for those who think like, oh, won the Olympics, no, there's some athletes there that need the support, right? And so go out and watch and try to, you know, big up the ladies and the men that are performing.
They train a lot out of their lives.
Yeah,
to
I know.
get to
I
the
mean, it sucks
position.
for some people, obviously, because of discrimination and stuff like that. But there's also the positive side of having the ability to see yourself being represented in the Olympics. So I wish I was able to go.
I don't think I
I would have
trained
been
that
track and
hard.
field. I would have been Sha'Carri Richardson. I would have been what's her name? Flo. I would have like, you know, with my hair and nails and everything.
actually kind of slow to be honest, but yeah. Anyways, let's get into our topic.
Yeah, still talking about rejection.
Rejection. You just got rejected. REJECT.
Look, guys, did you guys catch it?
No, I did not mess up
you
anything.
did.
No.
Anyway,
don't know any songs.
Anyways, how do you young ladies and young laddie like me deal with?
no, we can't go like that.
No.
Okay, go.
Okay, you know what? Let me introduce the world to the rejection. You see, in life, rejection, you know, it can make you do some crazy things.
Craziness.
It can make you feel sad.
Yeah.
It can make you feel unwanted. It can make you not feel loved. But today we're going to break down like how we felt about rejection, what we've been through, and what society kind of like puts on the whole idea of like if you get rejected, what should you do, and you know what comes out of it. So once again,
Let's talk about rejection stories.
rejection stories.
I have a lot.
You want me to go first?
I have a lot.
No, you go first. You had one recently.
Which one? Me?
I'm joking.
Oh, you're talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's good though. It's a nice story.
Little me.
It's a nice story though.
I mean, I did get rejected.
Did your parents know?
Yeah, I told them.
Oh, what they say?
Did I tell my mom?
Let's just That's a different conversation.
I don't know if
Go.
it's with me. But yeah, I recently applied for a master's program, and it was to a school nearby in Toronto, Tyndale.
Fix your tone, bro.
I'm about
It's
because it's a
okay.
sad story. Then you elevate.
Okay,
Come on
okay.
now, you gotta. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, I applied to a master's program to Tyndale, and I mean, I did the interview and everything. I thought I was like, oh, this is really good. Like,
you bodied it, eh?
I felt
You probably did body
See,
it.
I don't think I bodied it, but I felt like I was showing the person, the
Yeah.
confidence. Like I know what I'm doing. And then, a few weeks later, it's just like, oh, sorry, you're not accepted into the program. But the beautiful thing about the other program, this school, is that they offer you another program
That
to
you can
enter.
get into.
But it was because Tyndale's obviously a Christian school, so they have it's like theology, like it kind of leads into being pastoral ministry and stuff like that. And I don't mind that, but I didn't want to jump at the gun because I don't know what the Lord is saying to me, to be honest. I don't know if I'm supposed to be a youth pastor or whatever the case may be, but yeah. So they offered another another option, but I kind of left it. When I got rejected, I didn't tell them. I told them the next day, but I felt really sad. I was like, oh my God.
You didn't tell us, yeah. Right?
No, I didn't tell you guys. And I felt like, oh gosh, like, dang, I really wanted this. And it didn't make me feel less than, but it just, I was just like, oh. It just reminded me like, oh, dang, I should have done more in school. Maybe if my marks were higher, then I would have gotten in or something like that. And that possibly could be, but I think the rejection actually helped me, to be honest. I don't think me going to school this season would have been good because other things came along with that. I have other rejection stories too, but not just about school.
Tell another one?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to talk too much. I want you guys to open the floor.
Okay. Yeah, but
Jenna
I don't have a lot.
Yeah, you got rejected from.
No, I know that.
Chill, dog. You trying to snitch on her?
No, I'm telling her.
Let her tell her story,
I'm
bro.
reminding her.
No, I know the story that I want to tell.
Oh.
I'm saying that other than that,
Oh, you don't have
what
any
I'm
more?
thinking about, I don't think I have any more. But it's to do with school too. I applied to Centennial to be a nurse. I'm little me. I was gonna be a nurse, drawing blood and doing that type of stuff. Who thought I was to go
Right.
out and be a nurse? But yeah, I applied, and then they accepted me. Because I think it was like temporary or something like that. I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
back then, but,
conditional,
like conditional.
maybe.
Conditional is never good. Okay. But
Yeah.
conditional gives you a little bit of excitement that you kind of got in, but you didn't really get in. And so they're like, well, I think it's something to do with my marks. But I thought I was in. So I was sitting comfortably thinking I was cool, all Gucci. And then next thing you know, I was in summer camp sitting, and then I checked my email and they're like, well, you've
been kicked out of the program.
And I bawled like, the ugly
cried
The ugly
in front of
cried.
everybody?
No, I was in the fireside. I tucked myself away.
Did you?
Yes,
I
I did. The only person who saw was Jermaine.
And you knew
Jermaine's
you were
son.
crying?
And
I wish I was there.
okay, yeah,
don't
you're
touch
doing too
her.
much now. Yeah, don't
touch her.
Don't bring me back to those.
It's okay.
That time.
Come on. Scary story.
Don't
Sorry, I'm not even speaking. Scary story. Go ahead. I'm here for you.
Okay, but anyways, that didn't happen. No, I like it to be close, man. They need to hear me. I'm just gonna lower down my voice.
Okay.
But that didn't happen, so I was very, very sad. I cried, and that was a bad day for me at summer camp. I just ruined, and I don't think did I tell my mom? Yeah, I did. Because I went to the school and everything, guys. Like, don't get it twisted.
But see, this,
and then I went back to get my
this
money.
is
It was
bad.
just-
You know why this is
just too
bad?
much.
No, this was bad. This school is bad. You know why? Because they told her last minute, like near the end, like
August?
Yeah.
How did you get into York?
God, I'm telling you, God opens doors.
That is my testimony, guys. Okay,
You don't even
That's a
know what
snippet
the
of my
heck
little
you be doing,
testimony
but
of how I'm
God
in
just
school
automatically
today.
finds ways to,
That's
Renew the situation.
Yeah.
For you, okay, open another door
Right?
that you thought was closed.
We're just like,
So-
oh, I don't know how you're gonna get into the next program.
I thought I wasn't going to school that year. Okay, I thought I was going back to go get my grades upgraded. So, but God had other plans.
Well, for me, I was in business management for like, almost 3 years. And then it came to a point where I was on academic probation because, my marks are, sick.
No, I wasn't serious.
No, it wasn't that. Like other, like business course and the marketing course, I was getting graded in. And then when it came to that, technical stuff like accounting, like that thing
bodied him.
Yeah, that thing body slammed me. So
boom.
yeah, so I was dealing with that for like the 3 years. Like I don't know. I just see in life for me.
Would you consider that rejection?
I'm about to get their weights. I'm about to get there.
But he couldn't shake it.
I couldn't, man. It's just, sometimes you just gotta be like, yo,
it's not for me.
It's not
it's not for
times
me.
am I trying this?
So one summer going into school, September, like going to school, and I'm trying to pick my course and they won't let me pick. I said, what's going on? So then I talk to the guidance, I call, and then they say, well, you've been on academic probation and you basically you're kicked out. Like, and to come back, you have to go to like night school to kind of go to Seneca's night school to like upgrade. So then I kind of knew the door, was up, but I was like, let me try. I go and do accounting in freaking night school. And then, it's going. Listen, I'm not into something if I'm watching basketball in class. So. And then I was studying. They were there. I think, were you there?
Yeah.
I was studying at Seneca, everyone. And then my friend Kenneth was helping me study for like a test or something like that. And then Kenneth, I'm not sure I put Kenneth on blast, but Kenneth got 80 in accounting like the couple months before that. So he was good.
Yeah.
The man is coming to help me. He's like, yo, I don't get this. Like, I don't get like how
remember,
the person,
deadline.
the teacher is like setting this up. I don't get like my way of accounting, I guess, to my school. And then it just wasn't, connecting. And I told Kenneth, yo, Kenneth, I looked at Kenneth like this. It's done. It's over. Without even talking to me, I said, no, yes. Stop. I said, put the pen down. It's over. Then he said,
it's okay.
He
tried.
He said, yo, no, bro, let's try. I said, no. Kenneth, it's over. Like, I'm done. And that day, I said, yeah, I need to move on. I need to go on. And like that situation, yeah, I could have had a business diploma, but at the same time, I would have to go to school to like upgrade and stuff like that. Yeah. And that situation brought me to journalism and the podcast and stuff like that, just figuring things out, in that season. So that rejection was tough at the time. But I took that and I ran with it, to be honest. Mm-hmm. We had a lot of conversations about Nana, like, yo, if I don't like this, like, whatever, and I give you both sides of the spectrum, Mm-hmm. So, how did you deal with the mentally and physically? How did you guys deal with your rejection or the story you told us or any type of rejection?
Not good.
I mean, for me, it was just one day, and then I was like, I'm reminding myself, like, no, I have other because I got rejected doesn't mean it's the end all be all. Like, that's not the end. And it showed eventually, I was like, oh, if I went to school, I don't think I would get this opportunity I'm in right now. Right? Sometimes we think rejection is the end all be all, and then we're like, oh, that's it. I guess I'm a failure and I have nothing for me or going for me at this point. But you just have to be patient. I think rejection just teaches you patience.
Yep.
And it's like, just wait. Wait on the Lord. Anyways, but yeah, it's important to. Sorry. Oh, it's important to just be patient. I mean, I still have other rejection stories, but do you want me to share?
Yeah, share one more.
Okay, this has to do with like boys. See, I said boys, not men. I'm just joking.
She's not.
But
you were young at the time.
Yeah,
so
I was young. But I think, there was like two guys that it wasn't at the same time. Don't get it twisted. Okay, this is not the same time. But like there's that point where I talked to some guys, and those ones where you're having conversation all the time, like it's going really well, back to back, every day, like it's just like woo, like this like is
texting
rolling.
Or calling.
Texting.
Oh, okay.
Girls, this is just another pointer for
women,
females out there. If a man is not going to call you, then you got some issues.
How?
You're not gonna ask for a number. You call this is like texting.
Wait,
like
what do you mean?
This is like texting.
Or like texting on Snapchat or like social media platforms, not for your number.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like if it's just social media,
you're just keeping it on social media.
Yeah, then that means there's
Okay.
You got to check that out a little bit because, you know.
No, but God doesn't have to call you. You could just keep it on text.
No, I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Just asking for your number.
Okay.
If they're just keeping on social media, then, you know, you got to check that out. Just, you know, be warned. I don't know. That's a little tip. But yeah, like I was talking to... Let me just one specific person. Talking to this one specific person. I'm not saying that. Specific. I said specific. This is my slip up. Stop it! You don't even know what I'm talking about. No, you don't. So I was talking to this one specific person for a long time. Actually, it was like maybe a year or maybe even more than that. And
damn, was that long?
Yes. I was
on
texting. No, but this one was just like on like phone. Like it wasn't just social media. This was on the phone or whatever. That time it was WhatsApp or something like that. Yeah, like it was a long period of time. And so like eventually it just kind of
dwindled.
It just literally fizzled out. I said, what is going on? I started to question myself. Did I do something? Was there a problem? And it kind of, like the conversations, if you keep talking to someone for a long time, it shows that you're interested, right? So it's like, it's not kind of odd. But when they stop talking, it's just like, so what's the problem? And that made me feel so like it's like
insecure.
Yeah. I was like, what the heck is happening?
Yeah.
Like is it me? What did I do?
What did I do? Is there a problem? And like, yeah, like, so like that rejection, even though it wasn't verbally said, it was felt, you know. Sometimes rejection doesn't have to be verbally said. It could just be felt. And that kind of like made me feel very insecure at some point. But, you know, thank God for Jesus. Jesus changed my life and my perspective, right? And so I think we can break down on how we dealt with it or like ways we can deal with it now.
Well, I want to say how I dealt with it since you want to take the whole thing.
Sorry, you let me explain.
Me, I thought, especially with the school situation or just wanting to do something in life, I think I did things out of character to try to gain money quick. Not illegal stuff, but stuff that I thought that I can do without school, you know? And there's stuff you can't do without school, but it's like, that wasn't me. It pushed me further away from God. It didn't push me towards Him. So it was a distraction. And it just made me chase. And then when it didn't come through, it's like, I kind of knew like I had to pursue God some more. And it wasn't a calling from God. It was just my natural desires, wanting money and stuff like that. So when it seems like I'm reacting a certain way off of rejection, I have to check myself. Like, yo, come back.
Yeah.
But don't you think, I think society has allowed that to be the case of how you deal with stuff?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
Trying to reach after something else or go to, or come out of character.
It teaches us to run to other things.
Yeah. So like a lot of things, one thing could be like substances. A lot of people run to substances and like drugs or alcohol and to just suppress their feelings or emotions. Even maybe if you got rejected from a person, from a relationship, you got broken up with, or school, like they try to hide that. And that's just, it's just a downhill spiral.
The crazy thing is, if you keep God as the first and like you're in your word and you're praying, even if you get rejected, it won't hurt as much as if you didn't have God.
You got a soft pillow to land on.
Right? Yeah, like it wouldn't hurt. Like maybe a day or two, and then you would just, it is what it is. Yeah. Because you're focusing on your relationship with God. You love God, you know, first. So, yeah, sorry. I just wanted to add that.
Sorry, I was going to say that today we actually talked about it at camp. How like we allow our feelings to direct how we behave and our emotions, like they direct us basically. And so we have to be able to check our emotions and we direct how we feel. You know what I mean? Direct that towards like, remind your mind, remind your soul that no, I'm not rejected by God. Just because somebody rejected me doesn't mean that God doesn't love me anymore. There's somebody out there who loves you. There's somebody out there who thinks you're worthy. There's somebody out there that thinks you're valuable. So for those who feel like, oh, I got rejected by my employer, or you feel like the worst feeling is getting oh gosh, I have so many rejection stories.
Me too.
It's just
Raj, I'll never forget Raj from Wonderland. He rejected me and I was so cheesed. He ruined my money. Everybody was getting dropped at Wonderland.
How do you get rejected
Sorry.
from Wonderland?
I don't know. That's
Nah,
a good
bro, he's a
question.
hater. Raj, I'll never forget his
Everybody
name.
was getting
But
hired at
like,
Wonderland.
yeah, like when you get rejected, it obviously it makes you question who you are and if you're like your identity and like what am I valuable for? What's my purpose? But like I said before, don't allow your feelings to direct how you behave and how you deal with things because, like you said, Janet said, you're gonna run to other substances, people. You're gonna go to things that normally you shouldn't be going to, and it adds even more of a side effect to your rejection problem, to be honest.
You just get deeper. Like, let's say if you're depressed, like depression turns into play, anxiety turns into play, all those mental, like, being mentally unstable. And once you're mentally unstable, I'm telling you,
it's a rough game.
It's a rough patch.
It's hard.
Out there.
And we know people, we see the dangers of returning like over and over to like people who reject them. And we see how bad it is on their mental and stuff like that. And it's just, damn, I don't want that for me. Like,
it's like a cycle.
Yeah.
Like, get out of the cycle.
Yeah.
Friend.
Snap out of it. And then when you're out of it, you're like, oh my God, what the hell was
I thinking? There's a lot of people. I mean, there's some people that, of course, that we know that are continuously going into that same cycle over and over and over again. It's like, you're like, you don't see the red flashing signs, but it's just like,
it's hard. Sometimes you just gotta.
It's true. It's hard. You're right.
Gotta go through it and be like,
well, you see that a lot through relationships too, right? Especially through, if you're getting rejected, especially if it comes, rejection usually starts from home. Let me just say like that.
Does it?
Yes.
From your family.
From your parents.
Not feeling wanted, not feeling celebrated and confident.
Yeah, exactly.
In yourself.
Because if you feel confident in your family,
you have somebody to run to to stabilize you. Or
exactly. So most of the time, people who are jumping from this place to this place to this place, they're
mommy issues or daddy issues.
Yes, they have mommy issues and daddy issues. So get that in check.
Yeah. It's true.
Let Jesus
and
take
if you
that.
commit adultery, you're a waste man as a man. I just added that because I'm reading the book. You're waste.
That was random.
I'm just letting you people know we commit adultery, you're waste. Your life will never be the same. So we'll talk about that one day.
I mean, but that also
no
has
judgment.
To do with
no judgment. But sometimes it
has to do with their own issues.
No, you see, no judgment. But sometimes you need men to be like, no, you're waste. But we will say you're waste, and then we will consolidate you. I mean what?
I don't know about that one.
How?
That is placing judgment.
Really, yeah, it is really.
No, because
you can't tell them.
You can tell them you're wrong for what you're doing or what you did.
Obviously, I'm not saying you're waste. F you, this, that. Oh, excuse my language. All that. But yo, fam, look, Brittany's looking at the time. This is a conversation for a different time.
No, I'm just saying.
But no, we sugarcoat stuff.
No,
too
it's
much.
not sugarcoating.
No,
you can still. You're telling me. Okay,
I like this.
You know what? It's okay.
Well, we can bring this up in another conversation.
No, it is.
But
don't commit. Your life will never be the same.
That's a fact.
That's true. Yes.
No judgment. Once
well, I'm not judging. If I committed adultery, I want someone to tell me, yo, you're waste. What are you doing? No, now let's figure this out together.
No, you already know that unless you're a chain committed, chain
adulterer.
Yeah, chain adulterer, constantly committing adultery.
I'm gonna put you on to this book. I'm gonna read a chapter for you and see what I'm talking about. Great Christian book. Your waste. Anyways, close us out, Missy Pooh.
I thought you were so close.
Don't you have a quote of the day?
Oh, my quote of the day is very simple, man. It's very simple, man. God's no is not a rejection. It's a redirection. Once again, God's no is not a rejection. It's a redirection.
I'm
Amen.
Nah, it's real talk. You guys, come on.
I'm a testimony of that, and she's a testimony of that, and he's a testimony of that. So every rejection is not the end all be all. Close the door, and that's it. It's a redirection to something better.
It's a pivot.
Yeah,
you reject me.
Everybody, you gotta be ready. Everybody gotta be ready to pivot. Come on now, pivot. You don't know where God's gonna lead you, but you gotta trust Him. Come on, guys.
If you reject me, it's upon you for like a week, 2 weeks.
He's going through he's going through therapy, guys. Trust me, he's going through therapy.
Talks to people. He has people.
You, man.
Anyways, folks, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys learned something from today. Peace and love.
Today.
Hold on, no, don't yell because last time you yelled, it didn't help. So once again, we're gonna say it: subscribe, like, comment, share, tell your friends to tell their friends to tell their friends and their aunties and their uncles and their cousins and your brothers and your sisters, all your family. Just let it be known. Let's go all around the world. That's what we're trying to reach.
Repost our stuff on your your stories.
Yeah,
Nice.
we got TikToks now, so entertainment. We're trying to get you guys. Anyways, peace and love. I hope you guys have a great week ahead of you, and we will see you guys next week. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.